All right, today we're going to install a Goslyn. The first thing we want to do is unpack it and go through parts ID so we make sure we have all of the components here. Let's take the lid off. I've already taken all the components out. Most of the time those will all be packed inside the unit for you. The Goslyn does do left to right or right to left installations, so you'll see some of the components will depend on what direction we're going to go. First thing you're going to notice is you're going to have a installation packet along with a daily maintenance laminated sheet. We'll talk about that a little bit when we go through on the installation part of the video as well. We'll set that aside. The other thing you'll notice is that we have a neoprene seal around the perimeter of the unit on the top. That's what the lid rests on. We also have one on the bottom that seals the unit to the floor so that no effluent can get underneath it after it's been installed. Some of the parts that we have, the first thing I'll show you is an oil shroud holder. This will go on the front of the unit and actually hold the oil cassettes. That's what's going to collect the recovered oil. These are the oil collection cassettes. You'll get 2 of these during operations. When one gets full, you'll take that off, put the other one on so that you'll always have one there and ready to go. This part is an oil valve with an oil valve ball. This will actually get seated inside the unit on the top. There are 2 openings on the top. They'll both have O-rings in them already, but you'll want to verify that during installation. If you put the oil valve this direction, this is our breather tube. This will go on the opposite side. We'll talk about that during installation as well. On the inlet, we have a fixed rate flow restrictor. This unit is set up at 10 GPM. We've sized the flow restrictor so that we don't overwhelm the unit if there's too much water in the sinks when it goes. That will go on the inlet. This is an immersion heater. This will go on the front of the unit. You'll see the opening there. This just keeps the effluent warm, about 104 degrees, keeps any animal fats from setting up, keeps everything fluid and rolling inside the unit. If this goes on the front, you'll have on the opposite side a heater plug, which will go there. Again, left to right, right to left, depending on which side you put the heater plug will go on the opposite side. This is a blank plate. Again, if you put the oil shroud on the front, you'll put the blank plate on the back. So they're both tabs so that you can just slide them right in and no tools for installation. This is a spring-loaded silt valve. You'll see it just opens one direction. This will go and mount along with the male-to-male hex on the front. This allows any settled silts to be discharged from the unit on a daily basis. Again, we'll talk about that during maintenance. And then the last thing we have is a little plug. This goes underneath the outlet here. This is a sampling port. If anybody ever needs to do some sampling, you can just pull the plug here, capture some of the effluent, and then put the plug back in.